Many writers and creators are forced to choose between boring, keyword stuffed content that ranks well or creative content that nobody ever finds. But what if I told you that in 2025, you don't have to choose anymore? If you've ever struggled with writing content that ranks well but still sounds like an actual human wrote it, then this video is for you. Hey, I'm Daree, and in this video, I'm teaching you how to create SEO-friendly content without sacrificing your creative voice. Let's go over my top 5 tips. Number 1, identify user search intent. Sometimes you'll hear this called search intent, sometimes you'll hear it called user intent. It all means the same thing. Search intent and user intent is the intention or the why behind why the person is searching for the content that they're looking for. Before you ever write a word of content, you need to understand what your audience wants. What are they looking for? What questions do they have? Are they trying to learn something or find a specific product or solve a particular problem? Well, Google can detect whether or not the content really matches what the users are looking for. By analyzing the search results, you can spot patterns that reveal the user's intent. Look at what's currently ranking. Are they how-to guides, comparison articles, or product pages? On that first page of search, what do you see? Also check the People Also Ask boxes, PAA, which shows what questions that users have. This insight is gold for creating content that gives people the answers they're looking for. You can do the same thing in YouTube search. Number 2, use social listening and SEO tools for smart keyword research. Keywords aren't just technical SEO tools. Think of them as direct insights into your audience's minds. Long-tail keywords are the phrases that people use when they're searching. These keywords can give you insight into your audience's problems, and it uses their language and vernacular. Use these keywords as creative fuel to help you speak directly on the topics that your audience cares about and in their terminology. It makes it so much easier to write in a conversational and natural way when you understand the terms that your audience uses to describe their questions and pain points. Well, how do you know what those keywords are? You can use tools like Answer the Public, Quora, or Google's related searches to find some of these targeted question-based phrases.
Okay, this is Neil Patel's site, Answer the Public, and just using the word photography, we're only using 1 or 2 words because that's what's best on this particular site. Do a search, wait a few minutes, and then you can see that there are a bunch of questions about photography. And I like this wheel because as you go around the wheel, the outside perimeter, you have different questions like will, why, like those are the words that start the question. So you can highlight different questions and then decide, okay, let me go deeper into this. Of course, you can't get everything on the free version, but it gives you an idea of the questions people are asking about your topic. Then if you want to dig in further and you click on one of those spokes, it takes you into Google, which will show you some search results. As you can see, they start with AI snippets and Reddit, but there's also YouTube results as well. Quora is another site you can go to. You can search different questions people have been asking. And if you sign up for an account and note your topics, it will email you if you'd like to answer questions as well. But it's good social listening and research. So up here, you can type the phrase that you want to look up. I did photography for beginners, and here's some questions that were pre-populated. You can also do the same thing on YouTube.
One of the best ways, however, is to actually talk to your target audience. You can also use social listening by going to your favorite social media site and then searching the hashtags to find questions and conversations that are related to your topic and industry. Doesn't matter if it's LinkedIn, Instagram, just use the hashtag and find out.
So if you or your audience is active on LinkedIn, it's a great idea to search hashtags there. and see what you can find. What are people talking about in your industry or for that particular topic? You want to sort on posts. There's other filters here, but post is really what you're looking for as far as the hashtag is concerned. And then scroll your results. If you or your audience is active on Instagram, you could do the same thing here. You can go down a big rabbit hole with all the different types of hashtags that pop up, but at least you can see what people are searching for. And then I would click on the tab that says accounts and then tags, and you can go as deep as you'd like with your research on this. When you enter in your keyword on the top left there in search, you want to choose items that have as high a volume as possible in that column and a score with under 40. In the middle, we have a graph that shows us the seasonality of this keyword and how often it gets searched or what the search trends are in the past year. So you see this one in particular for road trips goes up and down. It tends to go up a little bit in the summer months, which makes sense.
Number 3, place your keywords naturally. I kind of alluded to this a moment ago, but keyword stuffing is so 2010. SEO today is about placing keywords strategically and naturally into your content where they have the most impact. Yes, you need keywords in your title tag, your headings, introduction, image, alt text, and URL. That's prime real estate. But those keywords should always sound natural and reflect what your content actually delivers. One way to keep your writing natural and conversational is to mix it up. Instead of just repeating the same exact phrases over and over again throughout your content and sounding like a broken record, use synonyms and semantically related words. If you need help with that, go to thesaurus.com. It's free. Type in a word, it'll give you a boatload of other words that mean about the same thing. For example, if your keyword is SEO writing tips, you could include phrases like content optimization techniques, if you want to be fancy and use lots of syllables, or something a little simpler like writing for search engines. This will keep your writing fresh while still showing Google that your content is relevant.
So let's say I was using WordPress to create a blog post, right? Go into the back end of your editor and you can use whatever plugins you'd like. I've used Yoast SEO in the past, which is great, but now I'm using AIO SEO. And you see on the right here that it has all these different items that it's going to rate and grade for you. But right now it's blank, so nothing's populated, and I'm about to go and edit some stuff here. So general, I'm on the free version. You can go and edit that snippet, which would be the title as well as the meta description. You want to include your focus keyword or your primary keyword, they mean the same thing, into the title of the post as well as the meta description. Back onto the right side, that right panel, your focus key phrase, as they call it, you add. It's usually up to 4 words, and that is the main keyword that you want to rank for. Your basic SEO will be populated once you start adding content, visuals, and so on and so forth. It'll talk about your readability level, whether or not you have enough images, whether or not you've included alt text, and so on. So you see, once I've updated that meta description to include the focus key phrase / primary keyword, it becomes populated on the right. And you should try to get it in the URL as well. The goal of this exercise is to make your score as close to 100 as possible. So over here, we've got alt text listed, woman's legs crossed on chair using laptop. That's just literally what I typed in there, but it comes in blank. You want to enter that information and you want to enter a keyword if possible in that alt text.
Number 4, make your content readable with proper structure and formatting. All right, We're deep in my wheelhouse now, back to the writing. Good structure in your content is not about making Google and the other search engines happy. It dramatically improves how readers experience your content and whether or not they even want to interact with it. So instead of those walls of text, use clear headings, short paragraphs, bullet points, and strategic use of bold text and even italics to make your content more scannable and digestible. You've got that white space created, it's easy to scan because people don't read online, they scan. This improved user experience, UX, sends positive signals to search engines. Visual elements are another great way to break up walls of text. Studies show that content with relevant visuals gets 94% more views than text-only pages. And then pages with video content, it's even more. 157% of an increase in organic traffic. So use high quality images, infographics, and embedded videos not only to make your content more engaging and keep people on the page longer, but also to provide additional ranking opportunities in search. I'm going to briefly pause here and tell you a little bit about a membership that I'm involved in because we just got done talking about the visuals, right? So, speaking of visuals, if you need beautiful, diverse images with or without people, try out Styled Stock Society. They'll send you high quality images with matching stock videos every week, along with Canva templates and quarterly content planners. I've been a member for over 5 years, and I'm able to use their assets to create social media graphics, break up my text and blog posts, jazz up my courses and webinars, and, of course, B-roll for YouTube. Go to my affiliate link in the description to learn more. All right, and now back at it. Actually, I said 5 tips before, it's really 6. Here's number 5. Boost your SEO rank without killing your writing voice. Your unique voice is the biggest differentiator in a crowded market with AI and copycat content. And that authenticity and conversational writing align perfectly with how search engines work today. You want to write like you're explaining your topic to a friend. Break it down. Use I, we, and you as if you're talking to one person. Ask questions to keep them engaged and keep your language approachable. Remember, we're using social listening to find out what keywords and phrases our audience is using. These techniques will naturally incorporate the long tail keywords and question phrases that are vital for SEO today.
You can use Grammarly for free. I've had both the free and paid versions, but this is the free version. You just go in, create an account, create a new document, and you can click goals at the very top of the screen, and the goals is optional, but it helps with selecting and making sure that you're using the right tone and voice. You click that, it says set goals, and then you can choose your audience, the formality level, and your intent.
Another tip that's included here is storytelling. That's something that AI cannot duplicate. Now, it can make up stories, but we're connecting with each other, right? It's a powerful technique. Everyone knows that stories are memorable, they're creative, and they help with SEO. So weave in those narratives, examples, or case studies that are relevant and make your content more memorable and engaging, which increases time on the page and reduces bounce rates. Everyone loves a good story, right? These are details that AI can make up, but it can't replace your human experiences. So be sure to inject you into your content. Humans connect with other humans. Engagement metrics like how long a person stays on your webpage, which is also known as dwell time, that sends powerful signals to the search engines, and you're creating a much better user experience for your audience. All right, number 6, one of my favorite things to talk about, tools, because with all the writing and all the content going around, when you're a solopreneur, it's hard to do it all. But I'll give you some tools that support both good SEO and creativity. These tools can handle the technical aspects of SEO while freeing you up to focus on creativity. Keyword research tools, for example, like SEMrush or Ahrefs, can help you find what your audience is searching for. Content optimization tools like Surfer SEO or ClearScope can guide you on what topics to cover without being prescriptive and telling you exactly how to write them. Then you have readability tools like Hemingway app and Readable, which can ensure that your creative writing remains accessible and easy to understand.
There are lots of readability checkers out there, but Hemingway app is my favorite, and you can use it for free. It always starts off with this color text, but what you do is just select it all, delete, and then paste in your own copy, and you can see what recommendations it gives. Click edit on the right-hand side, and it'll color code and explain to you why it's flagged, the different words that it's flagged. You can see that pink sentence is quite long, and I know better than that, so I definitely need to break that up, but it's great to have this tool to check your readability level.
The key to using these tools is for guidance, not instructions, not prescriptive. AI writing assistants can help brainstorm ideas and generate outlines, and I love using tools like Claude and Perplexity to do that, but you always want to add your own touch. 86% of SEO writers use AI tools, but the top ranking content still has significant human involvement and creativity. So, hopefully, I've shown you how the best online content connects with actual humans first and search engines second. So, let's recap what we talked about. Understand user search intent, which your audience is searching for. Research keywords that spark creative ideas. Use your audience's terminology as the keywords in your content naturally while still keeping your authentic voice. And structure your content so it's easy to read and digest. If you do all of this, then you can create content that ranks well without sacrificing your creativity. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe for more content marketing and UX tips. I've put together a free UX content design checklist that includes content design and SEO, and you can grab it from the link in the description. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Check out this video next. YouTube thinks you'll like it.